for 10 years. Yes, seriously. I've been married for 10 years and didn't realize it until they offered me this talk. Me standing here, me telling you how I found my passion in life has led me to realize that I've been in this relationship for over a decade. And I'm sorry, but my dad didn't walk me down the aisle. I am pretty lucky, and not only lucky, but I'm fortunate to tell you that I met my soulmate pretty early in life. I was 5 years old, and I used to wear my mom's bracelets around the house, and I used to walk with my hands like this so that they wouldn't fall. When I was 7 years old, I went in through this weird, tomboy stage, but it probably is because of the hand-me-downs, not because I did like cars, but all of a sudden, my uncle gave me this beautiful doll. It came with 8 dresses, and you can mix and match with the shoes and the bags. I was in awe, seriously. And the doll's name was Stephanie too. So of course, I'm not gonna leave that doll. When I was 10 years old, I wanted to be a nun. Yeah, you heard me, a nun. I even wrote to the Pope, not kidding. When I was 15 years old, I wanted to be a forensic doctor. I wanted the whole thing. I wanted the goggles, the rope, I wanted the blood. I was weird at that moment. 15 years old, I went through this weird stage. Yeah, you're looking at the pictures. Horrible. I was between wanting to be a psychiatrist and the girlfriend of one of the members of Blink-182. What was I thinking? Seriously. 18 years old, I wanted to be a lawyer. So I started by dressing up with suit pieces and things really weird and always black. My dad was pretty concerned at that moment that I was turning emo or something like that. And all of a sudden, I realized that I didn't want those careers. I didn't want to study 8 years of medicine. Seriously? I couldn't even pass the grade with good grades. I was pretty bad in high school. But so there I was, 18 years old, and it just clicked. I didn't want the jobs. I didn't want the careers. I wanted the look. I wanted the shoes. I wanted the bag. I wanted the whole thing. So there I was. My passion was fashion. So I went with my dad, and I said, Dad, I want to be a fashion designer. Yeah, the same stylist that you guys are giving me right now, that's the stylist that my dad gave me. Don't put me to this again, seriously? But I was convinced and I was committed that I wanted to pursue my passion. So I did this whole presentation and I said, Dad, I can do this and I can do that. But my dad wasn't convinced. You have to know 2 things about my parents. First, they grew up with the idea that an artistic career was not a way to go. And second, I have 2 sisters. One is an architect and the other one is a civil engineer. So by now you can probably imagine my dad's reaction. I did the whole presentation. I was super excited and super happy about it. And then it came this. Prove to me that you want it. Wait, with the presentation I thought that I already did. Was not like that? Seriously? But then again, I'm a child who doesn't want to prove their parents wrong, right? So I was 18 and convinced that I wanted to pursue my passion. So the first thing that I did, I got married. I got married 18 years old, not knowing that the vows were gonna come true. You do know the marriage vows, right? For better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I was super convinced. I was 18 years old, and yeah, I'm getting married, and this is gonna be super great, oh my God. And all of a sudden, like this, the vows came true. It first started with in sickness and in health. I got into a really good school in Argentina, and I was doing really good. I was getting straight A's. Not like in high school, where my family used to call me minimum wage. Yeah, because if I needed 20 points to pass the class, I was getting 19.7 so they could round it up to 20 so that I could finally pass the class. But yeah, In college, it was different. I was getting straight A's, and I thought, I found it. This is what I'm good at. And all of a sudden, my first knockout. A professor told me that I was not good enough. The second class of the semester, 2 classes, and he's already telling me that I'm not good enough? Seriously, with 2 classes, you can tell that I'm not good enough. At that moment, I got really sad. I got so sad that I got sick. I was this close to dropping out of college. I was getting divorced at 19 years old. Really. But all of a sudden, a friend of mine told me, prove him wrong. You can do it. You actually have what it takes to be a fashion designer. But is the second person that I have to prove wrong? Is this going to be always like this? But I was convinced, and I proved him wrong. I actually graduated with honors, and I became a colleague of his. Yeah, why? I was teaching at the same school the last year that I was in Argentina, so I guess look who's laughing now. I was healthy, I was happy, and of course I was madly in love. And I came back to Guatemala. I didn't have a plan, nor a job. The only thing that I knew is that I didn't want to live with my parents. So I thought, okay, I'm going to conquer Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to have a lot of clients. And then it hit me, for richer or for poor. Seriously, conquering Facebook and Instagram does not give me clients. So I started with the word of mouth. I started by making dresses for friends and family members. People begin to know my name and my work, and all of a sudden, a fashion magazine offered me a job. So I thought, okay, my first child was my dresses. My second child is the fashion magazine. Okay, I can handle 2 kids. Okay, I'm doing good. So I worked there for like 6 months. All of a sudden, I got pregnant again. Yeah, the university offered me a teaching position. I started out with 1 class. Now I'm happy to say that I have from 3 to 4 classes each semester, and I'm actually part of the academic department. So this has helped me to help people grow from their passion. And it gives me a joy that you have no idea. So a time went by, and all of a sudden, boom, my 4th kid. Yeah, I'm handling 4 kids. I met this amazing photographer, and we started our own production company. We develop advertising for advertising companies. They don't do the photos, we do the photos, so it's like a team, it's perfect. And then I realized, okay, I'm just popping kids out. One by another, and I have like 4 of them in the oven, not kidding. So you're probably wondering, why? Why a lot of kids? Why not only stay with 1 and nurture them and look how they grow and everything? It's pretty simple. Sometimes I don't have a dress to sew. Sometimes I don't have a photo shoot to make. And sometimes the university is on vacation. And I still need to live. I still need to grow. So what I did was work around my passion. I was not going to leave it. I was going to work around it. And doing this has taught me that my creativity grows, that exchanging know-hows gets me to a better place, that hearing what other people have to say about my work, it's actually helping me grow into a point that I become a source of knowledge, so that I can exchange that knowledge to other people. And at that moment, richness, I'm not going to translate it into the word money. But being that multitasker or having that many children has led me to realize the part of for better or for worse. Why? Your name is not going to be the name that you think. So your work must be impeccable when your name may be on the line. Your reputation right now can be destroyed by a click. And not only that, But the economy that we're living right now is making people migrate from one job to another. So in order to survive, your work must be impeccable, because that's the only legacy that you're actually going to leave. And not only your work, but this may come as a surprise for you, but your character as well. You have to grow from criticism. Not everyone is going to like your job and your work, but that doesn't mean, and hear me this, that doesn't mean that you are not good enough. That just means that you have to grow from what other people are saying about you. So with all of this being said, and as you guys, as my witness, I would like to renew my vows. I would like one more time to take fashion, that is my passion, to love and to cherish till death do us part.